Well, I was still a little bit excited, although I've been here already for a couple of minutes. Of course, it's a very emotional, demanding round for me because the etude which I began with, the Nocturne and the Ballade, there are always big build-up and going down and different characters. So I was still full of emotions at the moment, yes. I couldn't say that I'm not nervous at all because that's inhuman and not reasonable, especially when you're facing such a big audience and you're playing in a big hall. I must say this is the biggest hall I've ever played. Of course, I'm a little bit nervous, but I tried very hard to put myself in the character. Even though things happen that with which I'm not completely happy, but it's still more like a concert. I have to see what I can do at every single part of my program. It's not about thinking, okay, am I getting or am I not getting, but rather just to enjoy as much as I can. And I think to a very big extent, I have achieved my goal.
I'm feeling wonderful, especially why now I have here my accompanying persons and they which supporting me, and that's very, very nice to play here again in Warsaw and in Poland. Because I dedicated all my life, almost all my musician's life, for music of Chopin, and it was a big thing for me, and I'm very happy and honored to be allowed to play here again for a second time. I think it's Poland as fantasy, which many not all, but me personally needed to learn it, especially for this edition. But it's in final. I think it's very, very special piece of Chopin. It's like his testament of his life.
Yeah, I feel great. It's really great to kind of play in the wonderful stage. I think I've been kind of looking forward to this moment for quite a long time, and it feels great to kind of finally have my chance. Well, I think for experience and exposure, kind of every pianist are at the age where I'm trying to make a career, so I think I'm trying to do the best I can. Mm-hmm. The Nocturne I played today, that was the first Chopin piece I ever touched, so I think yeah, it's amazing to play that here at the formal competition. I think kind of sitting down there, I think kind of realizing that the hall is kind of yours for kind of 20, 25 minutes is kind of magical because you're free to do whatever you want. I think for me it's kind of because of the repertoire I'm playing, kind of especially in the ballad and nocturne, I wanted something that was kind of mellow but also spoke a bit. I think for my own program, Sine Way kind of fitted the role best.
Yeah, I'm feeling quite relieved and generally satisfied, and I think the public was very kind also, and generally I have no regrets. Yeah, for example, the Nocturne, which not so many people played, it's very unique in its atmosphere. Chopin had the inspiration from his trip to Mallorca with George's son, and the atmosphere was about the water hitting the boat behind, and of course it is in the style of Baccarat and everything, so it's so beautiful. That's why I just choose to play it and present it. Of course, instrument is different, and in period instruments you must play more in the style of in the 19th century. Yeah, and of course the period instruments are each very different and each very unique, so you need to adopt your style of playing to the instrument you are playing. And of course on the modern piano it's more standard, let's say, so you could and use more concentration on the music rather than adopting to the instrument?
I feel, of course, relaxed because, I'm tired. And I think I'm not sure how I played in some parts, but of course I'm excited to finish my performance in first round. Of course. I think because when I play every piece at the beginning, I'm so nervous, but when I continue to playing into the middle part or at the end, I think I feel more relaxed. I think it's the beginning of all my performance because I'm not sure how I play today, and this kind of feeling is really bad for me. But I think when I start to playing, I think I'm start to feel some Chopin. Actually, I think maybe Baccarola or Waltz. I think because my first piece is my favorite piece, but today I play some part I'm not satisfied with, so I choose the Baccarola, and I think Baccarola also is one of my favorite pieces, and I can feel it when I'm on stage, and mostly in Baccarola I didn't feel any nervous when I play some part, so that's why I choose it.
It's a mixture feeling. I will say, firstly, I thought, okay, it's a very big competition. It's almost the most significant event here, almost all around the world. So so it's a big thing. I need to prepare for that before the big thing happen. But on the other side, I feel like it's a realization of the dream because I went to the beautiful Warsaw Philharmonic with such a big hall and a very nice vibe there. And I feel and actually I saw live stream since I was very small, the live stream of Chopin competition, and I feel like it's a realization of my dream. So I came to the camera, so it's like I came into the frame. So I think it's last year, like May, I think, because at that time I just finished the last competition. I attend Juilliard's piano concerto competition, and we play Ravel, and I'm so honored that I was able to play in Carnegie Hall at that time. And that gives me some encouragement, I would say. And that's one of the motivation of attending this competition because I feel a little bit encouraged. However, more than that, I think when I think it's my first worldwide competition I attend, so I feel like wow, I just noticed that I'm not a young child anymore. I need to attend something, and I need to play in front of more people, in front of this worldwide people, worldwide live stream, and I feel like it's a good way to. And also I think on my age, it's almost the middle of the age range, I think. So I just said, why not have a try?
There is always a difference. I mean, 4 years it's a long time, so it's very hard to compare generally because every competition, every concert is a completely different experience. We can't really play the same program day by day exactly in the same way. So in 4 years, it's really a lot of time to rethink, change some things, to find different ways of expression. So, of course, I participated in many other competitions during that period, so it helped me a lot to sort of get used to this very specific atmosphere of a piano contest.
I went to the one time this year, and you showed us such a great performance. and especially you performed the Gershwin pieces.
Yes.
Yeah. And we are believing you went to the final stage at the Von Cliver. So about myself, so disappointed about the result.
Well, yeah, that's life.
Yeah, but such kind of experience became a very good one in this stage, I felt. So you became such a big scale of a pianist.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for beautiful performances.
Thank you. Well, I try to see every competition performance as a recital. I try not to think about competing and about the whole atmosphere that is not really around music. So I think music helps me to fully focus and devote to what I need to do.
Well, I feel somewhat relieved that I just finished playing. It was definitely a very stressful moment to come here, and especially the past couple of weeks were very intense and came along with lots of pressure. But now I just feel happy that I got to share Chopin's music here in Warsaw with a Polish audience. It was an absolute pleasure to perform in such a beautiful hall and to play this composer here in front of such an educated and very focused audience. Well, as I've said before, I didn't play much of Chopin's music before, so in these past 3 months I was discovering the beauty of Chopin's music in a very extensive manner, and I can't really say that there's one particular piece that I love. I just really fell in love with Chopin's music in general, and every piece is so beautiful and has such a special emotional and compositional language that it's just a great pleasure to discover all of this beauty. I think it's important to not forget that music is about beauty and emotions, and that we don't get too caught up in the stress of this very unnatural and unpleasant competition setting. I mean, competitions are kind of against the nature of music. It's important that we remember we play on the stage for an audience who wants to listen to beautiful music, who wants to be moved. And besides that, well, I just try to treat myself well during these competition times. I try to eat well, sleep well, not look so much on how much money I spend. Well, thank you very much for your support, and I actually look very much forward to coming back to Japan in November. I have some concerts planned in Yokohama and in Sendai, and I'm very excited to be back in Japan soon.